Hello, my name is Sally Gibbon, and I am the owner of thetrustisyou.com and also a brand new podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains. The reason I want to discuss this is because the day for our taxes were on Monday, and I want to help you save as much money as possible. So what I want to talk about, the Spendthrift Trust, is going to help you in three separate ways. 97% of the trusts in the United States only avoid going through the court system or probate when someone dies. That's exactly what I'm dealing with right now with my mom and dad's estate. And my brother's like, where's my money? I postponed doing the taxes. But that's what 97% of the trusts are. What I'm talking about right now is a very specialized spendthrift trust that helps you in three ways. Number one, it saves you on federal taxes. Everybody wants to save federal taxes. Number two, it's going to keep your information 100% private. No one's going to know what you're doing or how you're doing it or what you have or what you own. Number three, it's going to stop you from paying any judgments if you get sued. I should change that statement to when you get sued, especially if you're in real estate. So what my mom and dad have and what Susie Orman talks about on PBS television, that does not help you stop paying capital gain, stop paying federal taxes, keeping your information private, and keeping you from paying any judgments. This trust, the Spendthrift Trust, is legal, patented, and in the IRS Tax Code, 643B like boy. 643B like boy. It does come from England, way back. I'm not going to give you the dates or times because I'm dyslexic and I'll get them all mixed up. But back when King Henry VIII was chopping off his wife's heads, he got in trouble with the church, Roman Catholic Church, and he started up the Church of England. He decided he was going to tax the lords and ladies of England to pay for his new church. The lords and ladies of England went back to the Magna Carta, even older than what was King Henry VIII. But let's say 400 years of history. I don't know if I'm rounding up or rounding down. So there's quite a bit of history on this. It does come from England. It is contract law. And I don't care if you're in Louisiana or if you're in New York. It is federal contract law. Louisiana does Napoleonic law for their state stuff, but they still have to follow the federal law. This is contract law. It is patented, and it is in the IRS Tax Code. And the law firm I work on behalf of has a trust that's turning 350 years old in 2023, older than the United States. So this is there's a lot of history behind it. If you're interested, I have articles from Forbes magazine. I've got articles, Scott Trust Law. All of this is legal. Now, the Spendthrift Trust, the overall umbrella, is going to help you save taxes, keep your information private, and keep you from any judgments if you get sued. I do break up the two trusts because so many people only need one trust, not both trusts. You can have both trusts. I do have both trusts. But there's the business trust for 1099 income. I don't care what you're doing. You might be doing affiliate marketing. You might have a car wash. You might have a nail salon. You might be doing a Amazon store. Anything where you're getting paid 1099 income. If you have the business trust, you will save up to 70% on your federal taxes year after year after year after year. That could be a lot of money. Somebody who I just spoke to, I have to call it an affiliate marketer. An affiliate marketer who makes $40,000 a month. $40,000 a month is going to be getting the business Spendthrift Trust. He also wants to start investing in real estate. That's going to be the beneficial trust. But right now, for his $40,000 a month, so 4 times 12, you're going to make me do math, he's making $4,800,000 a year. Damn, I wish I was doing what he was doing. So that's why he's getting the business trust. I run 3 businesses through my business trust. I have a winery that goes through my business trust. Things like this. Not my business trust, sorry. I have a winery that has the business trust, if that makes sense. So the business trust is for real estate agents. It's for selling anything online. I have one of my friends does, I just forgot what she does. Weight loss supplements. I don't want to make fun of her, but she's lost a heck of a lot of weight. She's lost over 300 pounds. She does weight loss supplements. She's got the business trust. So that's the business trust for 1099 income. Now, one question I want to answer for y'all. We cannot help you if you have W-2 income. Unfortunately, you're going to have FICA, you're going to have state taxes, you're going to have everything else. It can't go through either one of these trusts. So the business trust is for 1099 income. The beneficial trust, this is for investors. I don't care if you're a real estate investor, if you do crypto investing, crypto mining, or if you're in the stock market or Forex investing or doing day trading. The trust is going to save you money. The beneficial trust saves you in 5 ways. Number 1, capital gains. There's 2 different versions of capital gains. Short term is a year or less, and then long term, more than a year. How I got involved with this trust, true story. Back in July of 2020, I bought a bank-owned reverse mortgage house in Rocky Mount, North Carolina for $20,000. Yay, Sally. And when COVID restrictions got lifted, it was going to go to auction starting at $50,000. Well, what should have been an 8-week situation turned out to be 13 months. So I had time to research this. In my real estate group, there's a gentleman, Garrett Gunderson. He's an instructor. I had read his book before I joined my real estate group. He's one of the reasons I joined my real estate group. He wrote a book called What the Rockefellers Do. He had to change the title to What the Billionaires Do, but it's a very good book. It is about the Rockefellers and how they have the exact same trust that I'm talking about for 7 generations and have over 400 people using the same EIN number. But this person's in their silo, 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 things like that. That's how my family trust is set up also. Now, with this, when I knew I was buying this house for $20,000 and it was going to go for $50,000, fantastic deal. I'm going to make $30,000 in between. I knew on that $30,000, I was going to pay over $7,100 in capital gains. I didn't want to do that. I went down the rabbit hole. Quite frankly, I Googled the Rockefellers Trust. I Googled people who worked for it, and I found the law firm that I work for now that has the patent on this trust. It's called the Benson Spendthrift Trust, LLC. And the gentleman, I forgot his first name, he was a Harvard law professor. He wrote up the trust, he got it patented, and now the law firm I work for has this patent. So it's legal, patented, and in the IRS code. So I knew I was going to save about over $7,000 on this house. I got it in July of 2020. It didn't go to auction until August 28th of 2001. So 13 months, and then it was in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Nash County, about an hour east of Raleigh. Then it went through something called upset bids, which was a good thing for me because it made the price go higher and higher, but it took a few weeks to do this. So what I did was I researched a trust, and I started the trust, let's say November of 2020. What I had to do, very simply, is do 2 bill of sales and say from my LLC, I'll be honest, my LLC is Sally's Real Estate Team because, woohoo, I like real estate. Sally's Real Estate sells the Hammond Road, Rocky Mount, North Carolina property to Sally Gimmon for $1, November 1st, 2020. Second bill of sales says Sally Gimmon sells the Hammond Road, Rocky Mount, North Carolina property to the trust for $1. Signed that, took it to the bank. It got notarized. It got put into the books. I had to scan it, send it to the attorneys in Raleigh, North Carolina. At this time, I was living in Phoenix, so this was 2,000 miles away. I sent it off to the attorneys in North Carolina. The attorney contacted me by email the next day saying, I need the first page of your trust. Had to scan that, send it to him by email. All told, maybe 2 hours. I had to drive to the bank, had to drive home, had to scan a few things, maybe 2 hours to save $7,000, over $7,000. I did it. So when it finally did get sold and it went through upset bids, it sold for $64,329. Now, this is short-term capital gains. So you just take $64,329 and times it by 23.8%. Guess what? I saved over $15,300 on that one transaction. Yay, Sally! I love it. Because of that, I finally got paid with it like 2 weeks before Christmas. My brother, my family lives just outside Charlotte. I came here for Christmas, and I started doing upset bids over Christmas. I won 3 upset bids over Christmas. Fantastic. I said, hey, you live in a humongous house. Your kids are moved out. What if I rent a room from you? So this is what I do here in North Carolina. In 2022, I won 8 upset bids, and I just wholesaled them. I wholesaled them to somebody else. To be honest, one of the bids I won was in I'm going to say it's near Concord because I can't pronounce the county's name. I want to say it's Cabarrus County. It was a mobile home with EPA paperwork on it because there was a hole in the roof and there was 2 holes in the floorboard and it had asbestos. It was on 2.5 acres on the road from Concord to Charlotte. Maybe 15 miles. I mean, it's a suburb. I got hold of it. I won the upset bid. I just called one person who I knew was a developer. I made $8,000. Yes, I had to drive from Union County to Cabarrus County. I had to put in the money for that, the bid for that, and then I had to go back and when he paid me, I went and paid for the thing. So I'm going to say 3 hours. 3 hours to make $8,000. I'm okay with that. Because of that one deal, I saved over $4,600. I like it. I like it a lot. Those are short-term capital gains. So if you're wholesaling, if you're dealing with auction houses, if you're fix and flipping, if you're wholetailing, also, if you're doing anything called a 1031 exchange, I want to bring your attention to this. 1031 exchange does not do away with the capital gains. It just pushes it down the road. Maybe your heirs are going to pay for this, pay the capital gains when it catches up to them. There's a crazy timeline, 45 days to find a third-party participant, and then 160 days to find another house. One of my clients, true story, he's 78, he's 79, she's 78. They bought a house in Tampa Bay at auction for $300,000. They put $100,000 in it, and then she was going to have to find 1, 2, or 3 houses because the house was worth $1.2 million. She's like, I don't want to deal with this. She goes, let me just get the trust. We saved her the $600,000 that she won in that house. Let me do this interesting because I want to tell you how much $600,000 is worth. Give me 1 second. Times 0.238. We saved her $142,800 on that one house. I did not know at the time she had 7 other properties. All 7 other properties she had renters in, and she's 78 years old. She's a tired landlord. So she sold all her property. She got into a REIT, real estate investment fund, where she makes 12% every single month on her money. She's living on that very happily. Honest story, she sent me a picture on April 1st. Her and her husband are in the back porch. I want to say they call it a lanai. There's a very special name in in Florida for this. And they were having mimosas, toasting themselves that how much money they just made because they put all this money into the REIT and they don't have to worry about doing anything. So she's one of the people who didn't have to do a 1031 exchange. Now, long-term capital gains. This is either going to be 0% for nonprofits. I don't work with nonprofits. That's a whole different ballgame. Or 15% or 20% for anything more a year or more. True story. I just helped the gentleman sell his restaurant. March 15th, he sold his restaurant for $3 million. His son saw a TikTok video of mine before Christmas saying, hey, Dad, I think this is affecting you. You have to like Jim. He had never been on Zoom. His son, another son, put him on Zoom. We had a conversation. We had to get his business broker involved. The business broker's like, whoa, I didn't know this. Hey, the business brokers bought me more business. Thank you. But with what happened is the business broker had to change the letter of intent to the trust name and had to make sure the person buying the restaurant had the new bank account. Let's give him 10 minutes to do that. 10 minutes the business broker had to do that. Because of that, Jim and his wife, Elise, saved either $460,000, again, we're talking 6 figures, $460,000 at 15%, or $600,000 at 20%. I'm not a CPA. I don't know what the right price was. On the day this happened, I got a phone call. I usually don't answer phone calls. If you're not on my phone, I always say, hey, text me or something else. But I knew it was a Kentucky number. It was his wife, Elise. She's calling me just laughing and laughing and laughing. Like, I'm going to call the guy who does the lottery dream homes and say, we're looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Florida between $460,000 to $600,000. That's all they can spend. As she said to me, you don't know what $460,000 means to our retirement. Oh yeah, I do. So that's long-term capital gains. Now, if you go out to thetrustisyou.com, you're going to download some slides that tells you about this trust and shows you some information. I'm going to be honest, some of the information is my personal information of what I have done the past few years. I'm invested in crypto. I have a crypto bot. Woohoo! My little crypto bot is making me $38.72 a day. I need to get more bots going, but I just haven't gotten to it. So my little crypto bot, just on that one alone, in the first 6 months that I had it, I saved $1,404.31. Don't forget that 31 cents. So crypto, if you're buying and selling, if you're staking, if you're moving from your wallet to crypto site, things like this, all of this is going to be covered. Crypto and NFTs, the first time ever, January 22nd of 2022, the IRS changed, January 22nd, 2023, the IRS changed the tax returns for 2022 because they are finding out how to go after crypto and NFTs now. It's no longer the wild, wild west, unfortunately. So it's going to save crypto investors. It's going to save crypto miners. It's going to save day traders and everybody else. So I'm sorry, I have to get back to the 5 ways you're going to save money. Capital gains, interest income, if you do the burst strategy or do Forex investing, a dividend income, if you're in the stock market, options, day trading, rental income, if you have short-term rentals or long-term rentals, and then royalties. If you are an author, a songwriter, or if you're in the NFT world. Everything in the NFT world is a royalty. So that's why I want to get that out there. Now, just to give you an idea, I don't know how much you're paying in taxes. You're going to have to tell me this. Between interest income, dividend income, and rental income, you're going to get taxed between 10% to 37%. And there's 7 different layers in between those 7 different layers. Whatever your personal tax bracket is, that's how much you'll be saving. With royalties, it's a little bit better. It's between 10% and 35%. But again, there's going to be 7 different layers in between. I can't tell you how much the federal government is taxing you. You're going to have to look at your taxes or you have to talk to your CPA. But you will save this money year after year after year after year. You know, I found this because I'm a researcher. My background, I don't know if y'all know this. I was a director of research for Monster.com. I worked at the IMF, International Monetary Fund I was a contract worker at the International Monetary Fund doing research there too. Then I became an insurance agent. I want people to know if I can do this, y'all can do this too. Again, you've got to figure out when it's appropriate for you. Just to give you an idea if you're wholesaling a house or doing anything like that, $50,000 in a wholesale or fix and flip is $13,900 in capital gains. If you're doing 1099 work, we've got to figure out how much you're making and how much your tax bracket is to see when it's good for you. If you just want to talk to me and find out, hey, give you more information, the website is thetrustisyou.com. You can set up an appointment with me. I'm here to talk to this. I also work with affiliate people. I'm working with business brokers because they're talking to the right people. People selling their businesses are paying 15 to 20% income of capital gains, and then people buying the business. So the gentleman who bought that restaurant is now looking at the business trust. So the business broker did not make the JV agreement or affiliate thing on Jim, but he made it on the gentleman buying the restaurant. So I'm talking to business brokers. I'm talking to, today I have a conversation with a gentleman who does web designs. He's got a whole bunch of people he wants me to introduce to me. Hey, if I can give him money for someone buying a trust, it makes his pocket a little bit better. So again, it's thetrustisyou.com. My podcast is Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I just got my new website approved where all my blog posts are going to go to, and everything else. I also just got a press release today. Woohoo! I'm excited. I'm doing very well this month. But if I can help you in any way, set up an appointment with me, start saving money as soon as possible, because the neat thing about this is when you start the trust, you can say what date it is. I can't go back to 2022. I can go back to January 1st, 2023, if you like, and save your money that way. If I can help you, set an appointment with me. I'm on all the social media places, everything but TikTok. My name is Sally Gimmon, easy to find. On TikTok, it's Spendthrift Trust. Yes, I have over 13,000 followers on TikTok. I feel very blessed for that. I have 6 nieces, and I have more followers than they have. So we joke about this. I'll say it anyways. I just found out I'm a great aunt today. So I now have a great nephew, and he's going to be a member of the trust too. So again, if I can help you, my name's Sally Gimmon. The website is thetrustisyou.com. The podcast is Stop Paying Capital Gains Now, and there's 18 episodes out there. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you all have a beautiful week. Take care. Bye-bye.